Hello, this is Michael Loftus with Wealth and Wisdom TV, where education is the key to a successful financial future. Welcome to our third episode of the Wealth and Wisdom video podcast. Of course, available on YouTube as well as every different podcast format you can think of, Apple, Spotify, etc. Here's an opportunity for us to answer some questions, information we've grabbed over the years to help both our clients and our viewers and listeners as well. We've got three different sections of some ideas. We've got questions from our audience and then a little bit of getting to know Michael. So let's dig right into it, okay? So first up, quote of the month. Retirement is when you stop living at work and start working at living. Is that not the truth, right? Oh, one day, can't wait. So here we go. Controlling greed, fear, and other emotions when planning for retirement, okay? Number one, greed, right? Forget about what Michael Douglas said. Greed is good.
Greed, for lack of a better word, is good. Greed is right. Greed works.
Right? Now, at times they are, meaning if the markets are good, we want to go after that and make sure that we can capture as much upside as possible. But we have to be careful because sometimes greed can kick you into a you know what, right? Case in point, maybe some of the crypto last year, people didn't want to sell it, they held it too long, and it went the other way, okay? So we have to be careful of greed. Fear, right? Perhaps selling at the wrong time. Boy, recording this now, obviously November of 2022, right in the heart of this downtrend. And I've had two clients that have done that. Try to talk them out of it. I think it's a big mistake, right? Yes, we're in a downtrend, but like any downtrend, there's opportunity, okay? Not there yet on bonds and gold, but we've got some managed futures. US dollar's done very well. So there still is some opportunity as we go forward, okay? Now, again, I get everyone can't handle it, but if you've got a good plan in place, a good risk management process in place, you shouldn't have to worry about that fear factor. Hope, someone who doesn't have a plan and is not worried about the future. So pretty self-explanatory here, right? Hope is definitely not what you need to retire. You definitely have to have a plan in place as it pertains to a financial plan, right? Which covers everything, allows you to look in the future. Most financial advisors should be able to help you with that. So let's get past that hope and make sure you are, in fact, planning, okay? Guilt, someone who messed up and thought that they messed up beyond repair, okay? Look, we all make mistakes, okay? Whether it be in my business, right, picking a certain stock, whatever the case might be, or certain sector, right? Mistakes happen. No one's perfect. The key is, again, with process, as we have, stick to the process. Something goes wrong, put it aside and move forward. It's literally that simple, okay? Well, at least I think it's that simple. Hopefully it'll be simple for you as well. Joy. Someone who became a client was overjoyed because of security and independence. You know, this is obviously one of the best parts of my job as a financial advisor. Just yesterday, I was with a client. He's been through some tough situations, divorce and some other things. And just being able to sit down, help her, go through the plan, update it, make sure that she's going to be able to do the things she wants, travel with her grandkids, a couple other things. And the joy, I mean, she just thanked me so much as I left for being there for her and just knowing she had someone there in her corner. So, you know, there is a lot of joy in this business, that is for sure. All right, so next up, common questions people ask when forced into retirement, okay? Question number one, should I accept a retirement buyout offer that includes severance or take my chances and stay with the job? Well, for one, you don't know if you're going to have that job. So if they're offering you a severance, there's a reason for that. So you should probably take it. Now, negotiate, talk to other people, talk to your planner, make sure you're getting the best possible deal. Now, everyone has different deals, 3 months, 6 months, a year. Generally, that depends on years of service, but if you're at that date where you're ready to retire, can get a severance, hey, let's go for it, okay? Number 2, should I accept a pension buyout or receive a lump sum or keep the pension as a monthly lifetime payout? Okay, so that's kind of the answer there in the question, all right? So if you get the pension buyout, it's a guaranteed withdrawal, okay? That's what an annuity is. Not saying we're talking about annuities here, but an annuity by definition is a guaranteed income stream. Some people like that for the sleep at night factor, okay? Having that guarantee. So what's the downside of that pension? Well, for one, if you pass, a percentage can go to your wife, whether it's 100. If you do that, you probably get a lower payout, 75, 50%, whatever they offer, okay? But after that, you're done, okay? So the advantage of the lump sum would be potential for higher growth over time, diversification in all kinds of different asset classes, and it's going to stay in your family lineage. That is generally the option that most people take. But again, you have to do what's right for you and working that out with your financial advisor. If I have the option of taking my severance as a one-time payment or over several months, which one should I choose? So, the answer is take it, right? That being said, let's say it's November. Maybe take 2 months now, take the balance later, because from a tax planning perspective, you might want to have it next year. So that's the key, right? Look at it, talk to your planner, financial advisor. We have a program where we can do some forecasting when it comes to tax returns. What's best for you from a tax standpoint? Because maybe next year you're not eligible yet for Medicare and you want to be able to get on the exchange, certain limits, so you want to limit yourself. So again, a lot of factors go into that. So generally take it, but make sure you look at the tax consequence and potential medical healthcare issues as far as the cost of that going forward. Okay, so that's it for that one. Section number 2, we're down. The money gridiron. What football teaches us about retirement planning. Very apropos, at least for me. Here we are, November. My Eagles are undefeated. Okay, so so far, so great. Not just good, great this year for the Eagles. So number 1, the red zone, right? Everyone knows what the red zone. You have DirecTV or whichever. Okay, it's the last 20 yards before you score a touchdown. So the red zone for retirement is the last 5 to 10 years. So when you're in that period, you have got to make sure you've got your plan in place, right? Working with your financial advisor, getting that plan, making sure the numbers work, looking at potential pitfalls, looking at potential market corrections like we're in now, right? Basically what a financial plan is, it's a puzzle, putting everything together, forecasting out to the future. So when you get in that red zone, make sure you're prepared so you can bring it into the end zone, right? How about me bringing that one home? The hurry-up offense, right? Fourth quarter, run a hurry-up offense to try and create as many chances as you can to catch up. So if you're behind, the train of thought or human behavior is, let me get real aggressive with my investments to try and get caught. Well, okay, but it depends on where we are. Obviously, in the market today, we're not going to do that. Last year, when we were in that true bull market, we were taking someone who was in a 60%, 60-40 portfolio up to 70 because we've got the factors. We're looking at everything. We're in a bull market. Let's go ahead and take advantage of that, okay? So the hurry-up offense, you got to be careful. Victory formation, right? Victory formation is at the end of the game, you put your knee down, kind of run at that clock. So you're getting close to retirement and you stop, put everything to cash. Now, again, we are in a tough market right now. It depends. So if you're going to go into victory formation before retirement, just make sure you have that plan in place. What do you need to do? You want to make sure. We always recommend maybe reducing risk a little bit, Unless, again, if you're in a bull market, why leave anything on the table? So making sure you've got your plan in place, working with your advisor, making sure that plan is set up, okay, so you can go ahead and get that victory formation and for it to be successful. Good coaches make a difference, right? Obviously, in football, right now, basketball, we've seen a couple of firing in college football. Coaches, obviously, that's going to be your financial advisor, right? You have your financial advisor, your lawyer, your tax person. You have to make sure you've got that team around you. Each of those are coaches helping you, bringing it all together to make sure that you're able to retire comfortably, okay? So rely on those coaches. I know there's some of those do-it-yourselfers, and that's okay. No disrespect, but a lot of people would rather have the peace of mind, not worry about it, have someone do it for you, and we all are there for you, okay? So next up, questions from the audience, all right? First up, we got Marty. All right, Marty, I've been an aggressive investor. I like to see my money grow. At what age am I supposed to get conservative? So I keep saying this, but we're in a downturn. But, some companies, some of the big online companies will take 100 minus your age. So if you're 100, you're 65, you should only be 35% in equities. No way. Don't agree with that at all. I'm sorry. I believe that to be a mistake, okay? So, as it pertains to your question, again, when we're in bull markets, the idea is, I just said it today at a meeting at 2 o'clock. My job is to make sure we're taking as much advantage as possible in a bull market and reduce as much in downtrends, okay? So now's not the time to be aggressive, Marty. So hopefully you've got that plan in place or a good advisor. Charlotte, I am 60. I love to retire. I think I probably can, but it just seems like everyone I know waits until they're 65 or 66. Is it a bad idea to retire now? Answer is, I have no idea, Charlotte, because I don't know you, okay? And that's the key here. You got to make sure, again, talking about those three people, sitting down with your financial planner, financial advisor, get that plan in place. See what it looks like. I have seen in the last few years a lot more clients retire pre-60 than I did 10 years ago, okay? So you have to have that plan in place, forecast out if the numbers look good, and the numbers are different for everybody. Saw an article the other day. You need $1.2 million. You need $2 million. You need what you need based on your plan and, here I go again, your needs, okay? So make sure you get that plan done before you do it, and hopefully it's going to work out for you. Final question from Kevin. My company matches my 401k. Awesome. I love to hear that. But they do it in the form of company stock. I'm not too excited about owning a lot of company stock. But I also do not want to miss out on any matching funds. Should I still try to put in as much as possible? Yeah. Okay. Again, just had a meeting at 2 o'clock today. It happened to be a retirement plan that I work with, and they've got a really nice match up to 6%. And I'm telling the new people that are signing up, this is a gift, right? So I understand you may not be comfortable. So one, take advantage of the gift first, which is getting that whatever match, 3, 4, 5, 6%, okay? Definitely take advantage of that, all right? And then find out with the plan, what are the restrictions? Can you sell some of that stock over a period of time? Is there a vesting schedule, okay? Generally, when you roll over and come to someone like me, we will start doing that. I have somebody who has a large position in a healthcare company, and we're slowly selling that, okay? Happened to hit some recent all-time highs. So we're taking a bunch off the table. So again, take advantage of it and then have a plan to reduce it as you get closer, okay? Final section here, getting to know a little bit about Michael, all right? So I've got a couple questions here, or a couple things. What activity in your life takes up too much of your time? Well, my day usually starts about 6:30. From 6:30 to 10 is when I'm working on my process, going through our charts, our numbers, all of our research. That definitely takes up the majority of my time. There's no way to simplify that at this point. It's still part of my process. But then once I get past it, my day goes on. But that's definitely my biggest time hog, if you will. What's your favorite room in the house? My family room, right? Got my big TV. All right, I know, so typical. I got my lounge chair, kick back, watch a little TV, maybe get a little taste. Okay, no problem on that one. So, last one, if you're making a playlist for a road trip, what are your first five songs you put on it? Now, let me just say this. Tough question. Why? Back in the day, used to DJ, still do for fun, believe it or not. DJ'd a Halloween party just the other night. In my collection, I'm not talking about in the cloud, on a hard drive, I've got over 28,000 songs. So I love music, so this is a tough one. So the idea here is, okay, it's a road trip, I'm chilling, I want some good music just to have fun with. So the first one is Leon Bridges, Twisted and a Groovin', okay? If you haven't heard Leon Bridges, highly recommend it. Sounds like Sam Cooke, but he's contemporary from today. Bill Withers, speaking of some soul, Bill Withers, Kissing My Love. I love that song. The little wah-wah pedal with the guitar. Next up, you got to have Bob Marley on that road trip, right? Could You Be Loved? David Gray, Babylon. And last one is Tribe Called Quest, Can I Kick It? Yes, I can, right? Because we're on a road trip. So hopefully you enjoyed our latest podcast. This is Michael Loftus for Wealth and Wisdom TV and podcast. Hope to see everyone soon. Thanks for listening.